Hey, y'all. Welcome to Shade in the City. It's your girl, Treese here.
It's Nels.
And of course, we have our lovely guest host, the lovely VACAY-JayTV.
I love the sound effects. Thank God that you bringing it back. I love it. Thank you, ladies, for having me. Happy to be here with y'all. Happy.
Yes. So we hope everyone had a wonderful Sunday fun day. I didn't even watch the Giants, so I can't tell you whether they won or lost because there ain't no point at this point. Hey Deborah, welcome into the building. Y'all, I need y'all to drop y'all ratings immediately. Okay, in the chat on what you would rate this episode, because like I told our friends backstage, it's a hard 9 for me. I'll tell y'all why I didn't get a 10, but it's a hard 9 for me. This was good. Y'all,
is it because somebody wasn't taken out?
Yeah. They no man left behind, and they left a man behind.
They had to. Come on, we got 3 more episodes to go.
It was because of Vic.
No, actually, it wasn't because of Vic. Hey, DeMarcus.
Yo.
Hey, Brandon, Tony, welcome. He said it's a 9. Oh, DeMarcus gave it a 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll be interested. Okay, Stacy Oddity said it's also a 9 for me. Okay, so we all in agreement over here. We kind of birds of a feather.
I got a 0.5 on that. I put a 0.5 on that for the bathroom scene.
Oh. See, that's what I said. I could have enjoyed it. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I actually like the girl.
I like her too.
The crazy part. So that's the thing. I think I liked the chick. Like, I liked that more because it wasn't Shanti, and it was actually like believable,
sexy woman.
Yes,
that was really getting it on with the tongue and everything.
Well, no, even before they were getting it on, I just her. Like, I thought she was dope. I thought she did a good job.
Did she play on something else?
Divorce Sisters.
Divorce Sisters. Okay, because I don't know why, and I act like I seen P Valley, but I haven't. But still, it just gave me.
You thought she was P Valley?
I thought she was from P Valley.
She could be in P Valley though. They need to put her in P Valley. You know what I'm saying?
I thought she did. She was believable. I thought she did really good.
The Areola gang was in the building. You know.
For me, it actually kind of went down when she did the scene with Jannard.
Hey, Jaguar, joining you guys for the first time for Force. Did I miss your Ready to Love episode 7, or did you guys not do it yet? We didn't do it yet because really B was out of town and Nels had some things going on today, but we will make sure. I'm probably gonna schedule it and try to see if we can go live tomorrow night to cover it. I got to see what's on really. Well, I know she has a whether you like it or not panel, so we'll figure it out. It might just be us two, but yeah. But we hope to see you over there, and thank you for your support, Jaguar, as always. Oh no, okay, so is it Chanel?
She was a video vixen.
She was a video vixen too. Okay, because I know I've seen her before.
I believe
somebody said Good Girls.
Okay,
O-Star, thank you so much, DeMarcus, for the $5 super chat. Jannard Smash and Jade was like Rico and Paid in Full doing the Dougie dance. Okay, that's what it reminded me of. I said, because what? Okay. Jannard basically told Shanti, cancel this bitch and I'll go buy another one. Now that to me, oh my God. Y'all know I be going so hard on Shanti and Jannard, especially Shanti. But when I tell you, I literally was sitting back like, these motherfuckers is really delivering their lines today.
Yes, they are.
This is believable. I said they are acting their asses off.
7 was fire.
It was. I got to give them their things. Jannard and CBI will pay for voting Tommy out. Absolutely, Brandon, Tony. But yeah, y'all. So if y'all haven't already, please go ahead and do us a favor and hit that like button, no matter where y'all watching from. Hey, Gemini Don, look at you making that subscribe button. You on time this week. Hey, Steven, welcome. And so yeah, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and get into it because obviously we're excited and we done talked about half the damn episode before we even ran the intro. But let's get into it and let's get shady, y'all.
Lights drip on the skyline pane. Shade in the city, true hits like a banger. I said it, I meant it, no need for disclaimers. Haters right away, but they just false claimers. Concrete beats are heavy like cinder. Looking for one, but the streets still winning. No filters, no edits, I'm raw with my splinters. My life a movie, they're watching the trailers. I'm not gonna hold you. Shade in the city, there's life in the motion. Like and subscribe if you're feeling the vibe. This is my word, I just let you inside. City to city, I'm not gonna hold you. Shade in the city, my words gon' console you. Like and subscribe if you're feeling the vibe.
That is too funny. Jaguar said when he got caught, Jannard was like, "This bitch snuck up on me." I didn't even realize that's what he said. I know he said something like she got me from the back or something like that. And I was like,
"Oh no, I didn't catch that." Oh,
yeah,
that's funny. That's a very good catch, Jaguar. Steven said it was definitely a 9 as well. Hi, let me make sure I'm pronouncing it. Is it Diviana?
Hey.
Okay,
Yep,
hey
Diviana.
Diviana, welcome, welcome.
Doing? Good to see you.
Forget CBI, Diamond being an alcoholic and Jannard being a junkie. They are brothers of destruction. BOD. I love it.
Like that.
Okay.
Mr. Creative.
Vic is lucky the Albanians didn't come after him for retaliation. Yeah, and I honestly see Vic going out next episode, but that's just when we get there. I see you
agree.
When we get there. Okay.
I agree.
King J, welcome. Y'all are really coming in early and on time. I love it. Okay. Yeah. Welcome, King J. Shout out. Okay. Y'all said we ain't on CP time, even though we might be CP. All right. So we start off this episode with and forgive us, we do not have screenshots this time around because our girl Nels was busy and we had to pivot. That's what happens. We pivot and we make the best of it. All right.
Pivot.
So we started this episode with Stacey saying that this is all Tommy's fault and they need to get him off the board once and for all. And, he must be stopped. Right. And I was like, oh, so she said everything. Right. And so then the police storm in, they like, ma'am. And so she's sitting there. What's going on? And Sang sitting there, and they arrest her for corruption, obstruction, and unaliving Claudia Flynn. And I said yes. While
I knew damn well it was a dream. I
loved every minute. I was like, please let this be true. And Sang sitting back there, just don't believe me, just watch. And so then he tells Stacey, but they know everything. I told it all. And so she starts to crash out, and then we realize Stacey's just having a bad damn dream while she's taking a nap at work. And I said, well, that's what you get for sleeping on a damn job.
And then the first thing she did was pick up her damn glass. I said, did she sleep with this in your hand?
Don't forget the guy that was putting handcuffs on her. Turned around, it was Bobby that put handcuffs on her.
You're right. It was Bobby.
She was like, I ain't doing nothing, Bobby. And then she woke up like Chewbacca, like she all like,
I think that's actually what confirmed it for me that it was a dream, because initially I was like, this gotta be a dream. And remember, it was another dude that was putting cuffs on her. Then and dreams work like that. Then it was Bobby, and I was like, oh, this is for sure a dream.
Yep.
Hold on. So then we move on, y'all. My bad. So then we move over to Shanti, who goes to see Tommy, and she reports that she was able to get Elise's mom to roll over and give them their money, basically, and assures Tommy that she will be a very silent partner while they, run this work through her place. Okay. And so Tommy thinks, well, that's good. And says, I'm happy. I'm happier. We got another Flint up out of here. And so, and it ain't going to come back to me. I can appreciate that. So Tommy and Shanti get a text from Diamond letting them know that there's an emergency coalition meeting in 15 minutes. And I said, well, that's a straight setup. Because how are we just supposed to get there in 15 minutes? Are we Tariq on foot and we just get there? Like, stop playing in my face like that.
No, we got cars. We got cars now.
Right. So Shanti was like, well,
we still would have beat them there.
Right. And so Shanti was like, look, I got some other business to handle. And so she was like, do you mind, repping for me? And so he was like, yeah, you good. And so he encourages Shanti, keep bringing in the money. And once she leaves, he gets a text from Peter letting him know I need to see about you. All right. Yeah. Right away, right now. And I said, well, any thoughts on that, y'all?
No, it was expected after that whole hit, man. It was definitely expected.
And actually, honestly, I think, like you said, I did expect him to go after Vic himself, but it made more sense for him to approach Tommy about it, because you're the one that brought this business to me. And because you brought it to me and didn't handle what you was supposed to handle, now a lot of my guys got taken out. So
yeah,
I thought it made sense for him to go to
he
Tommy.
said you gave me a business that wasn't yours.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tommy was like, oh, it could have been a cash and grab. I was like, nah, this was personal, B.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Jaguar, I love you, and I think you are not alone. I know this is my first time with you guys for Force, but I have to say something that's been bothering me from the jump. Diamond doesn't be saying his lines right. I think that's what you meant to say. And I'm not mad at you, baby, because I think we've said that either the first season or second. We were like, this is brutal. Really, the only good time Diamond was good was when the little boy came in and he was smashing the mama.
Oh, when he became Martin Luther King?
Yeah. Tommy did actually steal the coalition idea from Diamond. Diamond treated Tommy like a Clubber Lang did Rocky. And oh, see, I ain't never seen that movie. I'm sorry.
Yes, he did.
Oh, okay. Well,
Rocky.
Thank God for people that have actually seen the film. Shout out to VACAY.
Right. I got your back.
Stacey should have kept playing ball with Tommy. Stacey wanted to be free. Okay. She said she was Fantasia. She needed to free herself. And she got freed, all right.
Yeah,
okay.
She did.
Yeah, Stacey was really going through it.
Mm-hmm.
And on the 7th day of Christmas, Tommy gave to me Stacey Marks pack. Stacey Wiggs blocked the head. What? I can't with you, DeMarcus. Well, Stacey should have thought about that before she took her $1 million check from Tommy. It was one of those things. It was an offer that couldn't be refused, Brandon. And maybe you think I'm wrong, but it really was one of those that. Yeah. What was she going?
And remember, the initial check, she didn't know that it came from him.
And you got to remember too, he told her if she didn't take it or if she tried to give it back, he would put that video out. So it really was like an offer you can't refuse type situation. Steven said Tommy knows Jannard convinced Diamond to go into fentanyl business with Madam Wu. Absolutely. Gemini Don said Tommy would have made it if Peter didn't text him. Yeah, right. So he messed everything up. He messed it for the team. Go ahead, Nils. Oh, you ain't got nothing to go. Oh, okay. My bad. She said, I'm just here so I wouldn't get fired. Yeah. So
I showed
up. So then we see Tommy. He goes to meet with Peter, and Peter tells Tommy that he gave him something that wasn't his to give. We're just talking about the bar or whatever. Yep. So he was like, some masked, men came in to Northside Bar, took out a few of my guys, and I want retribution at this point. So he believes that the previous owner isn't happy about their arrangement. And so this is what bothered me. I felt like Peter absolutely knew it was Victor. And I was like, so why are we playing these?
I think he knew too, but I think at the end of the day, it's not his business to handle. Like, Tommy, you the one that brought this to me. Like, you handle it. Like, but I definitely think that he did know it was Vic as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he knew it was Vic, but I don't think Peter and Tommy ever had a conversation about Vic, right? It's like, hey, I'm gonna give you these Irish bars. Never a conversation about who those bars really belong to,
right?
So it's like, why would Peter mention, oh, it had to be Vic? It's like, how you know Vic?
Gemini Don said Diamond's going backwards this season, and Jannard gonna be his downfall. Jannard with the rugs. Diamond with the alcohol. He was locked up for bad rugs, and now it may happen again. Now, honestly, this is another thing where they missed the mark, because I would have liked to see Jannard go up out of here.
Oh, trust me. I think he will be. Like, they holding on. We got what, 3 more episodes to go?
Yeah, that's true. Hey, it's NL. So let's look. Jaguar said, who wrote these lines? Stacey's only smart play was to position Ortega or another player in the game to take Tommy out. How are you a cop for so long running for mayor going to arrest Tommy with no backup? Well,
true.
Look, just because they write a script don't mean they write them smart. All right. Now we see Stacey, who was holding a press conference. I didn't finish the so basically Tommy makes it clear that it's a one-off and he doesn't think, it's that serious. But Peter was like, nah, this feels personal. So Tommy said, look, let's keep doing business. Okay. Don't let this, get you all shaken up. And I'll make sure, I take out the person responsible for taking your boys out. And so, that's what the agreement is. And I was just like, well, I think, of course, we know Tommy Nolan was Vic as soon as he said it was some, Irish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Connor gave the St. Patrick's a shout out before Vic eliminated Connor.
Sure did.
Is that what he did?
Sure did. He said to the St. Patrick's. I was like, oh, you know.
Oh, that's wild. I heard him say something about St. Patrick's.
It's an Irish thing. It wasn't really James.
I know. That's what I said. I thought he was, because they and then when they made the little shade about the leprechauns, that's what Gemini Don, he did. Yeah, I was
he said St. Patrick, but it wasn't like a James St. Patrick connection. James St. Patrick. It was like an Irish connection more so.
Right. So Stacey is holding a press conference about the arrest that they made for Claudia's unaliving, and she blames it on the cartel. She said, we caught up with him as somebody from, was it the Marquez cartel?
Yeah.
The cousin, right. And so then she takes questions from one of the reporters that ask her, so what led to the arrest of the suspect? And then she just kind of sit up there and look real stupid like,
Had to be that question, right? It had to be that first question that she didn't want to answer.
Right. And so then Diamond and Jannard are talking about how they think that moving this fentanyl is a good idea. But you know how crazy Madam Wu was. You know what I mean? She was a little off the chain. So Diamond was like, yeah, but you know, I like me some crazy puss. Okay. He said that just make it all the more better.
Nerves. He is like these past few episodes, he's just bothering me.
Because he's drunk. He's an alcoholic. You seeing it. He's just getting sloppier and sloppier each episode.
And you know what's so funny? I feel like I don't know if I even remembered until this episode and until y'all kept saying he's an alcoholic. I don't even think I remembered from the beginning that he was an alcoholic. But then I have to remember that that's how he ended up unaliving that guy in the barbershop, right? Because he was drunk when he came in.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, yep. That's why I said all of y'all just triggered
his
all
PO.
of that stuff.
Yeah, his PO and he sliced his neck. Yep, he was drinking.
I thought he was gonna do something to that chick that was bagging up her stuff.
Ooh, I thought so too.
Yeah, the cop. Yeah,
I was like,
sloppy. And I was like, how you gonna go rubbing all on her booty and then be threatening her? That ain't sexy.
Yeah.
But so Jannard warns him, please do not go try to smash this crazy lady. And Tommy comes in. He was like, well, where's everybody else? What the hell is going on? What did I miss? So Diamond tells him, well, you missed the meeting because you was late. And so Jannard was like, and so Jannard is trying to address Tommy. And Tommy said, I ain't talking to you. I was speaking to Diamond. I don't do light work, okay? So Diamond tells him, well, all the guys in the coalition have decided to move the fentanyl. And so he tells him that CBI has a direct connect to the Asians. And Jannard jumps up stating that, you know, since it was my idea, I think I should get a thank you. Okay, give me my flowers while I'm still here. All right.
Get your ass off the soapbox.
Okay.
I was laughing.
Right. And so the other gentleman, and so who was where's my virtual co-host at? DeMarcus. Who was the other guy sitting in on the conversation with him?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, look, that's what I said.
I remember his
have
name.
No clue.
Yeah.
He's so insignificant in my eyes.
Yeah. Dang.
Yep. Hey, Matthew, welcome. Yeah, the old Diamond coming back sloppy, and he gonna get his ass locked up. Raheem, thank you, DeMarcus.
Marcus knows.
I know, he's always going to. Oh no, I think Brandon Tony said Bones. Is it Raheem or is it Bones? I'll go with either one because I didn't know the name. So the other, so Raheem is sitting in on the conversation, and he warns before he leaves. He warns Jannard, yo, you know Shanti don't really mess with that Finny. And I said, oh, not them giving Rihanna a shout out. Okay, Fenty.
With that Fenty.
So she's going to be upset when, and he was like, yo, is she gonna be real upset when she find about you? I was like, you know, it's money. She'll be good. She'll fall in line. And I said, and that's when I realized this shit was going straight to hell. Straight to hell.
I'm in the background like, what?
Tommy was like, what?
Here you go, about to make a whole concocted plan.
Yep.
Oh, and now thank you so much. That was the guy that came from the other crew. Okay.
Hey.
Raheem is Shanti's right-hand man. Okay.
That's Raheem. That's Raheem.
Not Radio Raheem. So then Miguel has the IPs. That's what we're gonna call them, because you know otherwise they're gonna be the princess. IP.
Right.
They
said when he was doing that, I was like, IP too. And I was like, intellectual property? Like what
right.
IP?
You're stupid. So they he rallies all the guys to warn them that Ortega is coming after them because they got effed over by the Serbs. And so he was like, and he wants his spot, a foothold in Chicago. So of course he's gonna try to take out the most powerful gang in Chicago. And I said, well, really? You really haven't been powerful for a while. You can't even really move your work, Miguel. But okay, to each his own. I'm all about self-love. If that's what you think, hype it up. Okay, hype yourself up. So he tells the guys, basically prepare for war and ask questions later. So Cruz comes over and assures Miguel, I ain't gonna let nobody get on you. I got you, dog. You know what I'm saying? You got me out of jail. You know what I mean? And Miguel was like, don't worry about me. Keep your eyes on Berea. And I said, well, yeah, that's important because somebody coming for that ass.
Yes. Can't wait.
And you know what's so funny?
What?
I don't want to jump ahead, but a part of me was like, did Maria get a chance to talk to Tommy before he went up there to meet with Stacy? Because I mean, I knew he already wasn't messing with her, but the way, like, once she started talking to crazy to him, and the way he was like, bop, bop, I was like, oh, literally, I said, Maria must have had a conversation with him before he took his ass down there. So he was already hot.
Yeah, he probably did. They probably did. She probably called him.
Yeah, I think he did. I think he did. Especially the way she warned her and was like, I can't be responsible for what he do to you. I said, ooh.
Because she know the deal.
And the fact that back in the episode 301, the feds talking about cracking down on fentanyl, this is a clear path to how CBI will go down because Jannard's not reliable. Well, I think that's very accurate. Again, who is writing these lines? There should never be any loose talk with Tommy around. Remember, he coerced his way into CBI, but he's still the white outsider. There should be a discipline.
Hey, I love the logo.
I
DMX,
do.
DMX. You see that? It's the DMX album.
Oh, yes, that is. That is.
Yeah, salute Jaguar. Yeah.
Steven said Miguel and Che's partnership is over with. Absolutely. Look, Insane Princess. You know that's why I was gonna say. That's why I didn't say it. Princesses. Okay. So then Tommy goes to confront Diamond about, you know, stepping over him again, and Diamond blames it on Jannard's plug having a short window, and so he didn't want to miss the opportunity. And he tells Tommy that, you know, it's bigger than just you. It's coalition business, and the coalition voted, and your ass won't hear. So Tommy reminds him, well, nigga, I am the coalition. And Diamond reminds him, and yeah, and so am I. I am the one that started CBI. Okay. And so and we're supposed to be all working as we are one. You know what I mean? We're supposed to be working as one. And Jannard overhears this shit and starts snickering, which pisses Tommy off. So then Tommy agrees that, you know, fine, Fenty is, you know, it's going to make us a whole lot of money, but tells Diamond what's not cool is the visit I got from Peter telling me that, you know, and that's why I was late, because he told me some things went down. And he said somebody popped off at the bar, and you know, now we got to take out somebody for taking out his soldiers. And so Tommy admits, you know, I do think it's Vic that's behind it, and he needs to be handled. Word. And so then he tells Jannard, so go handle it. Go roll up on Vic, see what he up to. And Jannard was like, motherfucker, I thought I brought you all this money. You better put some respect on my name. And so then Diamond was like, nah, nigga, don't do that shit. What he said. And so, of course, you know, Jannard's like, fine, I'll go do it. But not because you told me to.
Like a little baby.
Right.
You at the kitty table, boy.
Right. And he was like, yeah, because, you know, Vic going to be expecting me and Tommy to show up. And so Jannard was like, well, what do I need to say? And Tommy gives, and it was like, you just need 2 addresses. That's all you need to say. That's all you need to say. Okay. That fight scene between Tommy and Diamond was good. It was. I actually expected.
Funny. It was
funny. It was funny because it gave me like how I feel like Jannard and Diamond should be fighting. Like, you really care about each other. You're not really trying to hurt the person.
Yeah.
Yeah, it reminded me of brothers fighting. Like, I'm not really trying to, because I really feel like if they wanted to get that off and like get each other, one or the other out of here.
But shoot, if I'm punching through the wall, it's more than brother fighting.
That's true.
I was like, this nigga the Incredible Hulk. What the
hell? So that's when we see, of course, Jannard show up at Vic's penthouse, and he tells him he messed up because Tommy knows about the job that him and his leprechauns did to the Albanians. And so Vic was like, I ain't do nothing. And Jannard advises him, look, you gonna handle your business or Tommy's gonna handle your ass. And so Vic is still playing coy, like, I don't know what you're talking about. And Jannard warns him, now ain't the time. And you need to fix it. And if you don't fix it, the next address I'm going to go to is down the road. You know what I'm talking about, somewhere Delaware Place. 99
Delaware, yeah.
Right. And so Vic looks terrified as hell when he knows that Tommy knows where Rhea lives, and she's not actually some random hooker off the street.
Nope.
Okay. And so he tells him, well, you know, don't worry about it. He was like, I'll keep Tommy under control, give you some more time to figure out how you're going to fix this shit. And so Vic was like, well, why are you helping me? And Jannard admits, because do you think I want to be running around being Tommy's little flunky new boy? Okay, he said me and you, before all this month showed up, we were running shit. And we would have been running things had he not been here.
It's true.
And I said, well, and he said, and I need you to get back where you was at. Okay.
Because that's what I'm trying to do. Y'all running things and ain't worried about getting caught.
Well, I feel like, was he really running things? I mean, he was running things, but he was doing it on behalf of Diamond, right?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, as soon as we know, as soon as Diamond came back, he kicked his ass back to the back seat.
Yeah, he was making reckless decisions. That's why Diamond was like, all right, I'm taking over, man. You bugging.
Right. Diamond is stupid. He doesn't realize that his brother is untrustworthy. Right. SNL said Tommy walked up to Stacey like a tired aunt. Diamond beat the out of him. Oh, you think Diamond won that fight?
Yeah.
Diamond definitely won that fight.
Ooh, okay.
Now, Tommy was like, come on, let's see what you got, big boy. But Tommy got his ass whooped.
Tommy got a couple hits in, but after that, it was roly-poly. He was throwing them around like he was some little rag doll. And the nigga tried to run up the steps. He was like, where you going?
He hardly walked away. Remember, they were holding him up.
Yeah. He's like, ugh.
They was like, get off the ropes, man. Get off the ropes.
Diamond beat his ass.
So then I absolutely love this scene. We see Tommy, he goes to see Shanti, and Jannard is texting her asking, is his timeout over? And I said, you really do sound like a childish ass. Am I done? Can I come out of timeout now? Can I have my game? Can I have my games back? So then Tommy lets it slip that Jannard hooked up with the Asians. And so Shanti's surprised, and Tommy tells her, yeah, Diamond and Jannard left us both out of the decision. Oh, you know, she ain't like that.
I like how he did it, though. He was like, aren't you proud of your man?
Right, my man.
He's the one that brought fentanyl. She's like, what? I would have never voted for that. She went crazy, B.
I loved it. And so Shanti's pissed. She starts spilling. And this is one thing that's wild to me. For her to want loyalty the way she does, the way she turned, the minute she gets some information that is not work for her, then so she starts spilling the tea about how Jannard was using, and she helped him get clean. And Diamond absolutely knew about it and didn't tell Tommy. And I said, well, I know not to never tell you my secret.
Then caught his ass and spilled more tea.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And so
he's a snitching ass Shanti.
And so
she was pissed.
Right. And so basically she was like, he been playing us both for real. And I said, well, I'm starting to like Shanti's character just a little bit more. Even though you gotta go too. DeMarcus said snitching ass Shanti. Hey,
she been snitching.
Tommy went through worse when Milan people jumped him. Tommy crazy like that. Diamond beat down Tommy with the quickness like Anthony Joshua beat Jake Paul. Y'all are stupid. If I was Stacey, I would have thrown that script at the table read. I prefer her character on the shy. Okay. So you would have said, I ain't doing this.
Like, get back Dre. Yeah.
Tommy just pretended to agree with the deal, right?
Sure did.
Tommy and Diamond's partnership's officially over after getting into the right. You don't throw hands like that. And then not even that. But the problem is Diamond has made it up his mind that he's not going to go against Jannard. And we know Jannard and Tommy are never going to be on the same page. Yeah. And then, not to mention, after I found out you were going to take my nephew out, that's some shit you can't come back.
I think that happened way before the fight. It was when Tommy found out that they was about to take
that part from Shanti again.
Yeah, she is very vindictive.
She's an opportunist. She's an opportunist. Definitely.
Look, I was
like, Jannard, you finally clocked it. He was like, you were just using me. I was like, did you know all this time and just didn't give a damn?
He knew. He just
said, a dumbass.
Well, she was the only one giving up the goods. You know what I'm saying? He was getting some punani. And she was calling him Ching too.
Look, she ain't deny it though. She was just
hold on, y'all. True. And this is gonna sound real terrible.
What?
Was it season 2? I don't know. I feel like I hear what you're saying, Vacay, but I feel like season 2, we got a scene with Jannard in the car. And for a second, even though he was on them rugs, it gave me the vibe that he might have been getting something from somewhere. Might not have been female, but because I feel like there was a scene we saw him in the car, and I could have sworn he was about to get some service from somebody he was selling to or getting high with or something like that.
And it was a dude? No.
Yes, I feel like maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like I remember that scene, and I was like, "Are they really gonna let this play? Is he really gonna suck the dick for some crack?" Like, I really.
Damn, you make me want to go back and watch it now. I'm like, I do not remember that.
Wrong, y'all. If I just made that, but I swear, I feel like that happened in season 1 or 2, where we saw him high off off the junkie. And yes, Matthew said, I remember that.
You remember that?
Yes, I'm telling you.
And he was about to get it, or he was about to give it.
I just know he was high, so he wasn't in his right mind. And I remember them sitting in the car, and they might have just been sitting in the car getting high. But I guess when you get in that state of euphoria and you're touching on yourself and you feel, and they just made it look like it was about to go down.
I don't remember that.
Nah, I do not remember that either, bro.
I'm just saying.
Crazy.
So Steven says Shanti dropped the bombshell to Tommy. Diamond planned to unalive D-Mac and sent him on a dummy mission.
Is it Chanel Demi or Chanel Demi? She said she remembered that. She said it looked like something that he was about to do something strange.
Right, do something strange for a piece of change. It was thank you. It's in there. I didn't make it was that dude that unalive when Jannard gave him the fentanyl. That was the same dude he was getting high with.
The dude that he stole the chain, got the chain back from?
Yeah. Him, but it was last season, and they were sitting in a car together getting high, and it was just a real questionable scene where you were like, is this are they about to do what I think? Chanel sped channel. Okay, I thought it was Chanel. I figured. So I already talked about that. So then we see Chan roll up all angry and stuff, right? And he rolls up on saying, letting him know that his employer is not happy and you about to lose your job. Okay.
Your life.
So, right, or life. So they demand to know why they weren't aware that Stacey was arresting Ortega's cousin. And Sang tells him that Stacey is covering for someone and he's gonna find out and he gonna fix it, Jesus. He gonna fix it. And so Chan warns, well, it better be, because if not, your life depend on it. And yes, this is why the episode did not get a 10 for me, guys. This is exactly why I didn't get a 10, because Sang should have been up out of here right along with Stacey.
You know what, Matthew? I agree with that. Said I wish Stacey would have found out about Sang before.
Right.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah. You think Shan need more screen time? I don't think so. I think we get enough with him coming in and being crazy.
What else he gonna do? Right.
Sang gonna fix it like the Ortega weak ass hitters. SG, you're welcome. Rest in peace, Stacey.
What else? Support gaming. What up?
Look, we're gonna put DeMarcus, we're gonna put your what was it, $5 super chat towards the services and fuel for Miss Moore. Okay.
I'm gonna put that towards Nell's baby diapers.
Look, apparently Nell said no, that we are not funding the Marks Memorial. She already got it.
Bobby got it.
Okay. Bobby could find out about Sang. Okay. No, so y'all, plot twist. Wouldn't it be dope if Sang gets blamed for Stacey's unaliving?
Yeah.
Don't ask me how. I ain't say all that. Don't ask me.
I'll write it.
I'm just saying it would be dope if they circle back and be like, this is real mysterious. And because he's so busy jumping up, pick me. I want the job. Let me do it. I feel like it's like the person who sets the fire, and then when the fire department comes, they sitting back watching them put it out. Some people are like,
Bobby definitely gonna be more involved,
right,
in the next episode after this with Stacey.
Oh, and poor Bobby.
Yeah,
poor Bobby. How's poor Bobby gonna feel?
Love of his life gone.
He gonna immediately know who did it.
Absolutely.
Not Benny with the butter knife was more believer than Ortega. Ortega hitters.
Benny with the butter knife.
Diamond is an alcoholic. Jannard is a sloppy junkie who wants to bring down Diamond and take over CBI. Chauncey wants to take Jannard down by smashing a random, and how he treated her. Tommy canceled Christmas. Yeah, damn, poor Stacey didn't make Christmas. She sure didn't.
Surprised the hell out of me, boy.
Okay, didn't even make it into the new year. Damn. I miss my Uncle Charles, y'all. Okay. Hey, she said, why Tommy tried to run away twice? Oh, from the beatdown? Is that what you think? Oh,
that's support. That's support gaming. The SG is support gaming.
Oh, support gaming. Okay. See, I'm so used to seeing the whole. Thank you.
Yeah.
Gemini Don said, for that to happen, unless Tommy finds out about Sang. And we know that Sang has been wanting to redirect his focus back to Tommy.
Yeah.
So what would Tommy need to do to get him off his ass? Take him up out of here.
Pop his ass too.
Mm-hmm. What he said? What did they say? What Ozzy say? Pow pow bang bang, bitch.
Pow pow, gotcha. He said the bang bang.
She always get it.
You put in John Witherspoon.
I love it.
Together.
Bang bang.
Pow pow bang bang.
So Bobby DeFranco will expose that Sang is a mole for the Marquez cartel to avenge Stacey Mark's death. Right. Thank you, DeMarcus. That's where my head is going.
Yeah.
Stacey's wig has never. Like, well, why are you coming over here starting shit today? I'm usually used to this earlier in the day. This is hilarious. Stacey's wig was never wigging to begin with. I tore that up costume props department up. You are terrible. Just throw the whole thing away.
For real.
Brandon Tony said Tommy's gonna have a lot more people to cancel Christmas on. He absolutely is.
Sure.
Bobby's gonna be looking for Tommy. I can believe that too, but I think
Definitely.
For some reason I think he's gonna be well. I forgot that, and we're gonna get into that. I forgot Stacey had a conversation with him, so you're right. Yes. He is gonna be going for him, O-Star.
Absolutely.
Jannard was junkie humping, right? I don't be making this stuff up. I mean, sometimes I do, but you know,
that's just funny.
Gemini Don said, "Leave Stacey wig alone. She tried, y'all." Thank you, Support Gaming. Like, share, and subscribe, everybody, wherever y'all watching from. We appreciate the support. And if you're watching from your phone and you haven't already, please make sure you hype up this video. We appreciate you in advance. Okay.
Word.
Again, who is you gonna stop? Who is writing these lines? How is Ortega's top hitter going to do hits with a knife? You can't even afford a 22. Are his guns on layaway? What is this? One tried to stab, and while the other one tried to strangle him. That's why they needed a 2-for-1 deal.
You are so right. You are so right. Saying that Miguel is the top, that's the top hit. I need more money. And you're gonna take a knife? Bruh. A little knife too, not even a big one.
Right.
A little pocket knife.
The people be crazy, y'all. The people be crazy. All right, so then let's move on. I'm sorry, what was I in my notes? So then Stacey is at the bar drinking. She clearly got it. She turning into Diamond at this point. So Stacey's at the bar drinking when Tommy rolls up on her and lets her know that, you know, you did a real good job at the press conference. I'm proud of you. And so he was like, you know, I was right about you being a natural born lying ass bitch. And so Stacey says, well, that's the last time. And I ain't doing this no more. And Tommy tells her, we just getting started. Let's get it started. Hey. Okay. And so he said, in any case that's coming against me, you better consider yourself my protector. I said, not him hitting a Beyonce on this bitch. And tells her, it may sting right now, but when you mayor, you going to look back and you going to realize it was all worth it. Mm-hmm. And then he tells her, you're my official employee of the month. I said, well, damn, Tommy. Yeah. And then left the money on the dresser.
Give $1,000.
DeMarcus, thank you for the $2 super chat and towards Stacey's memorial fund. Whose wig is better?
Noma's wig.
Noma, Stacey, or Imani. I know who you're talking about. The young lady from what's the baby name? From what's the baby name? We just recovered Reasonable Doubt. Ain't that her name? Imani.
Okoye.
Yeah, Okoye. Thank you for pronouncing it correctly. I'm gonna have to give it to Noma. Noma's wig always looked good to me.
Yeah, I thought her wig was nice.
It was never too bad. Miguel and Tommy will cancel Christmas on Ortega's hitters. I can believe that. I do see Miguel and Tommy in this brotherhood and coming together and now and to avenge and take over. But what I think, and this is just my prediction, I think that for Tommy's own safety, and because if Maria doesn't get taken up out of here before, I think that he's going to leave everything in Chicago in Miguel's hands, and he's going to leave and go off elsewhere.
Early predictions. All right.
You like that? You like I did that, right? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I think Maria's going to be MIA next episode. Okay, O-Star. Tommy was rubbing it in good. They should have ended with that classic power walk away smile. Yes, I agree, Matthew. You guys do predictions or you waiting for later in the season? Well, you saw I just gave you one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm saying. Gemini Dawn, Tommy rolled up on her like ghost for sure. All Stacey had to do was follow the plan, but no, she want to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna
Always
arrest
out
you.
here trying to do the right thing, like you Spike Lee. You better get your life and just stop that. Diamond has to go, absolutely. Let me see. Easy from the, what is it from the trap? True.
Easy from the trop.
Easy from the trap. Look, it makes me want to say bees in the trap. But anyway, so my major issue with this episode is they talked about all the stuff about Tommy dropping bodies, but Diamond sat there and told old girl, I don't care how many people get unalive. Make it make sense.
Yeah.
Steven says Stacey risked her life career to try to convince Maria to flip on Tommy. That's why I said I really think it was Tommy going over there. I mean, Maria that called him and said something.
Oh yeah.
Was she dating Lou in Raising Cannon?
Amani Okoye.
I feel like I don't remember
Lulu?
that. I really feel like I don't remember that. Maybe not. Maria will hit and drive over Titus next episode. Yes, I would love to see that. Titus failed to unalive Miguel for that's why I'm gonna be honest with you. I was a little bit annoyed. How many times you gonna tell this man if he don't get the job done that you gonna take him up out of here? Yeah, he's still running around talking about I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna get it done. I promise I'm gonna get it done.
Right. He's the worst. Worst hitter.
Worst hitter. Ain't hitting nothing. Missing everything. Not to jump ahead, but I can see that in regards to what you said about Miguel. I think Miguel could continue in the next power show for Tommy, but we shall see. Absolutely. Charo, Cotton, Diamond tripping, man. He going back to jail. Absolutely. I think Ortega will get taken out either by Tommy or someone else, but before he goes up out of here, his hitman will come after Tommy. Miguel will save his life. Oh, and Miguel will be up out of here, and Maria will have a boy and name him Miguel. So you know what's crazy? I thought she was gonna say that this episode, and I literally was like, "Oh, that's what she's gonna name the baby." But now this makes more sense for her to name the baby Miguel.
Tommy gonna be mad.
I don't think he will.
He had all his white names. Remember, he was like Gary,
but she was talking about how strong Spanish names are, and then he started naming some Spanish.
He said Tomas, and then he said Pablo Escobar Egan.
Gemini, you on to something. I like this. Hold up. Did Stacey possibly contact the Ortega hitter? Because only Tommy and Miguel knew Maria was pregnant. So how did the hitter know that Maria was pregnant? Stacey was the only one who said who saw the baby clothes at the crib. Well, that's a very good point. Good job. Good job.
Maybe.
You found it, Gemini Don.
Maybe.
D-Mac's story mirrors Ghost's childhood. Both grew up in the hood. Their fathers owned a bar. They were being extorted. Genesis is the Angie type to want D-Mac and Ghost out of the streets to go to school. I hear you, support gaming. I don't like D-Mac enough for him to be Ghost. I'm sorry.
And I like Genesis more than I like Angela.
Okay. And can I say just how much? I know we said it last episode, but that girl is related to Effie. I swear. Because when they did that, they gave her the same little hairstyle they gave Effie. I said, oh, this girl they some kin to each other.
And she fluid, just like Effie.
True. I think Diamond will end up back in jail. And if Jannard unalives JP, D-Mac, Jannard will be up out of here too. Well, I hope nothing happens to JP because JP just be out here minding his
JP out of here, B.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
the
not.
Same way Stacey's out of here. Remember, Stacey was explaining her whole story and her background and who inspired her to get into politics and why. And then JP explaining his story about his father and accepting D-Mac for who he is. I know we're getting ahead, but when they start laying out their life, you know they out of here.
Oh, okay, that's a very good point. I didn't think about that. I just thought she was trying to get a sob story and get people to like her.
Yeah.
Steven said Genesis wants D-Mac. What was I calling her last week, Gemini? She wants D-Mac to attend Morehouse in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Okay. So Matthew said, yeah, they're building JP up to take him out. Well, damn, y'all, I don't like that theory. Support Gaming said if D-Mac gets unalive, Genesis will move on and be with a woman while at Spellman. Hey. Isn't that what old girl did? Or no, she was with
she went choke.
Jukebox, and then she went down to Spellman. And then she decided she wanted to be with a dude.
Let me tell you something. That I don't give a damn. out of all the power, like that scene to me was the worst. Like, I am traumatized. When she lost her little girlfriend.
Oh yeah.
And she was waiting to go. Oh my God.
Yeah,
I am traumatized.
Crazy.
I will say I hadn't watched, like, went back that far. And when she told me about it, just her describing the scene to me was like, I felt like I was like, she had me damn near in tears, and I ain't never met none of these characters, never introduced to them. And she was, and I was like, that's so sad.
Talking about Nicole, right?
Yeah, Nicole.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Now, but out of respect, Tommy will agree to Miguel being the name. They might give D-Mac the transformation from YN to quarter zip. Yes, that's what I want to see. Give me a quarter zip.
Jaguar, you crazy.
Remember, he has a thing for numbers. I think something will happen, right?
He's a genius. He's a genius.
Really
now they bringing it back. Now they trying to bring it back. See?
Okay, Chanel, y'all said he up out of here next episode.
Yeah, he is.
Which will, well, you know what? Maybe that'll be the motivation that D-Mac needs to leave. Like, once his dad is gone, Kate's not around. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that'll be his motivation to go off.
Oh no, you know D-Mac from the streets. He gonna want revenge on his pops, and now his pops has accepted him. He from the street, B. I'm just saying. You know who's gonna take out JP? You know who's gonna take out JP?
Who?
Jannard.
Why?
What?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta explain this to me.
To get at Tommy. They're going after Tommy. So they're going after everybody he loves. Mm-hmm. You'll see.
The only reason I think D-Mac wouldn't stay in the streets is because Tommy just came in and told that little YN that no, they was trying to unalive you. They're not to be trusted, my dude. So I feel like he might calm down a little bit, because remember, he thought he was so smart and he was doing all the things, but little did he know
I don't think D-Mac that reasonable. I think he like, yo, well, F that. We going, Tommy, let's pop these motherfuckers. That's how he is.
Well, speaking of JP, he goes to visit D-Mac and shares how, you know, he's making the same mistakes that his father made when he came out to him. And so JP tells him that, you know, I ain't trying to lose no more time with you. You're right. So he said, you know, I'm accepting you for who you are, and I'll be here, you know, whenever you need me. And so D-Mac's like, thank you, Dad. And JP tells me, you know, you should come by the house for dinner sometime. So D-Mac asks, well, you know, he's asking about Kate. And JP says, well, you know, she's taking care of herself, before telling D-Mac, you know, how much he loves him. And you're right. That was the prelude to.
It always happens in every power spinoff, whatever it is. Even in Raising Kanan, when the Italian guy was talking to his wife, like, yeah, baby, you know, and then he gets taken out by freaking Marvin.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all the same.
Look, Tamara, thank you. JP be minding his good business, and that's what's going to be the F you. All I know is I need my girl Kate back, pissing Tommy off even more, because he is about to go ham. Okay.
I was excited to see Kate. I don't know why I was so excited to see her.
I was too. So is she supposed to be somebody's counselor now?
I think she in counseling. You know, she's trying to clean herself up. So.
Oh, it gave me the vibe when she was like, I gotta make coffee for these addicts go crazy. I said,
you an addict yourself.
Right, but I was like, not Kate running the program.
I think she was helping out.
Oh, okay.
I think she was.
We're gonna give her some grace. Diamond will tell Che that Tommy is dealing with Vic, the snitch, which is working with Stacey Marks, and kick Tommy out of the coalition, and Diamond will eliminate Vic. Well, Vic gotta go at some point. He can't stay. Yeah,
Diamond gonna take out Vic too. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, D-Mac and Genesis possibly moving to Georgia. Kane went to Georgia after taking out Noma. Possible next location for the next Power series. Just a thought. Okay, Gemini.
I saw those theories.
I like that. And then can we just change her name from Genesis to Gemini?
No.
Steven said JP's speech to D-Mac was touching but dumb as hell. I know he didn't just compare him being judged for being gay to his kid roaming the streets by choice. I literally thought I was the only one that thought that.
That wasn't the compare. That wasn't the point. Right. Y'all missed the point. The point is that his father didn't accept him, and they lost time, and he was doing the same thing to D-Mac for not accepting. That's the point, not the gay and him being in the streets. That's the y'all missed the point.
Oh, okay. It went right over our head. Yes. Brandon said JP's unaliving will make Tommy and D-Mac more angry. Jannard could eliminate JP and King Kilo next episode. Ain't nobody worrying about. He got asthma or something, breathing all hard. And I ain't trying to offend nobody with asthma, but yeah,
Yes,
nobody worried about him. He need to go get on his sleep apnea machine or whatever he got, because ain't nobody worried about King Kilo
right now.
right. Jaguar said, "Do they know JP?" Right. When the group of youngsters surrounded JP when D-Mac was with them, they didn't know that was his dad. Okay.
But now everybody know. Now everybody know, even Jannard.
Oh.
Come on.
So Gemini said that's the word in these power universe streets. Jannard may do it, which will give Tommy another reason to unalive him. Mind you, Diamond didn't want Tommy to harm his brother in season 1.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Charo said, will Diamond take out Shanti? I am going to be honest with you. Now I'm liking her a little bit more, but I know she got to go. Now she out here spilling all the tea.
Because you like her, she's going.
I know. Because I'm starting to like her now.
For a while, we both did not like her. We didn't like her. You know
right.
what I'm saying? Because she was flip-flopping so much, right? And she wanted to take out CBI and Tommy. She wanted to take out Tommy. Now she down with Tommy. Now she got to go. Just like Liliana. See?
Yeah, that's true. Steven said Kate wasn't really needed. Oh, don't do that, Steven.
Come on.
Everybody needs a good.
I was happy to see Kate. Stop it.
Right. Now, I really wish she was around Tommy to get on our nerves. We need Kate back for what we need her for, not just a phone call.
Because he's going to New York. It's going to happen.
Matthew said, why JP? I've wondered that same thing. It looked like he got plastic on his couches. Why JP house look like it's straight out the 60s? And it do.
You know.
Oh, no. Well, won't he living in his grandma's house?
Yeah, that was the grandma house.
Okay, so that's why. See, that
they was fixing it up. They was fixing it up.
Yeah. That's the grandma house.
Yeah.
You know, this whole time y'all were saying JP, and I'm like, who?
Mama brain.
Okay. Gemini said in the trailer, Kate told Tommy, make them suffer, and Tommy will do just that, make them suffer. Shanti's going to be going by the hands of Junkie Jannard.
Oh yeah.
Karima, that would be now. I don't even know how I'm gonna feel about that. I gotta wait to see it play out. D-Mac needs to give his dad some cut of his bread. I agree. But you know, JB didn't Tommy try to give him some money once, and JP's not that. He don't want the dirty money.
He don't want it.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So let's move on. So we see Maria. She's showing Tommy a picture of her ultrasound. He's hoping for a boy. He's coming at her with all these white names or Caucasian names that she's not very fond of. And she brings up how Tommy told her about, you know, when they first met, he said that he wasn't, you know, he didn't see kids in his future. And Tommy tells her that's before he knew her. And she changed everything. He said, "You
my
changed
life.
me."
You changed me. I love you.
And I thought that was very sweet. And poor baby, because we know she may not make it to even meet her baby. So then Ortega, we see Ortega making a call to Titus. Or was it Titus or somebody else?
It was Titus.
Okay.
The hitter?
Yeah, the hitter.
Yeah.
And so he's letting them know that he wants Miguel and Tommy taken up out of here. And Titus tells him, well, I'm going to have to triple my fee. But he has said, don't go to the IP headquarters because, you know, you done already messed that up. You need to get the job done this time. Or next time it's going to be you that's unalive.
He always threatening somebody.
Right.
And they still living.
The cell, right.
You know what I'm saying? Shut your ass up.
Right. Are you picking up what I'm putting down?
You know what I'm saying?
So then we see I was getting ready, Jesus Christ. Forgive me, DeMarcus. I was getting ready to call you Jannard. DeMarcus. What is Diamond CO's name?
Oh, the lady.
Yeah, because I don't know her name. It's literally Diamond CO. She's returned, and Diamond tells her that about his idea to move fentanyl through the prison. And she was like, I don't want no parts of that. She said, they be leaving bodies behind. Diamond said, I don't really give a damn what you want. You gonna move this work. I said, bitch, you need me to move it. How does that work out?
Right.
So she said, and so she was like, I don't really think you thinking about it. And Diamond warns her, I don't need you to think about shit. I need you to do it before he tells her. So pack it up and go and get up out of here.
She's like, boy, who you talking to? You better back down.
Okay.
Remember before she was like, oh, you drinking now?
Right.
See.
And he said,
I think she the one that's gonna get him wrapped up.
I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, she's gonna get him wrapped up in jail.
Look, nobody's talking about Jannard's cauliflower ear in this episode. Did you spot it?
He has less of a cauliflower ear, dude.
I be trying to avoid looking at it every chance I get. I literally feel sick every time so I can't,
Ugh.
right. I have to be mindful of, my queasiness.
And he'd be like this.
Right.
Turn it to the side to avoid it.
So then we see Sang, he done rolled up in Stacey's office questioning her. He's like, do you got the right person, girl? Because where did this tip come from? And Stacey said, it's none of your business. Okay. So Sang tells her, well, it just don't feel right. And he was like, and I feel like you could be getting played, and maybe we really need to go back and look at this Tommy angle. And Stacey said, why are you so damn invested?
Right.
And Sang lets her know, well, I just don't want it to blow up in your face. And Stacey reminds Sang that the guys, they found the weapon in the guy's possession that took Claudia out, and tells him, so it's been handled, and I need you to go on, move along. And she said, just accept the victory. And Sang was like, I ain't sure that it is. And I said, yeah, because you know your life is on the line.
Sang is so obvious though. Like, it's so obvious, B, that you trying to like mess her up, B. It's crazy.
I love this. Jaguar said, if they take out JP, I'll be pissed. He's a solid character. I even got over him being the rainbow. He's a good dad who just wants the best for his son. He even accepted reality of D-Mac being with Tommy.
I'm sorry, Jaguar. He's out of here.
Oh, look, my condolences. Okay, so DeMarcus, maybe that's where your money is going next week, is to the JP Memorial Fund. I gotta go print out the obituaries. Y'all let me know.
Do you accept now?
We don't have to name him Herman or something. I don't.
Because you don't remember his name.
No.
Wasn't it like Milton last episode or something like that?
I don't remember.
But
JP just ain't doing it for me. It don't connect. It don't connect.
So funny.
He don't look like a JP.
Y'all let me know what y'all bringing to the repast. I'll bring the mac and cheese for JP's repast. And y'all drop down and somebody bring the sweet potato pie. We gotta have a sweet potato pie,
It's gonna be sad too.
Tommy will name that baby James. I absolutely believe so.
That's a good name.
Yep. You stupid, okay. Steven, Shanti told everything except that she was also plotting on Tommy and Diamond with Jannard's crackhead ass. He stood in the bathroom and said, you didn't call me back, so I didn't have a choice. Now that was wild.
Lame, super lame.
That was wild.
He's like, hey, baby, hey. I was laughing. That's why I was laughing at that.
Titus, aka my guns are on layaway. Right.
Crazy.
The 4 horsemen were more believable than the gangster. Right, Titus. Triple fees. Full cutlery set.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Funny.
He went out and bought a Cutco set with that extra money.
The Cutco, right?
Yeah, the Cutco.
Brandon Tony said Titus is no match for Tommy and Miguel. Not even.
Titus ain't no match for nobody. Even his boy. Like, he had a suit on too. His boy had a suit on. What the hell?
Right. All right, y'all. So then we get into Jannard, who's still trying to reach Shanti when Tommy comes in asking, well, did you speak to Vic? And so Jannard said, I did. And he said, but I don't think Vic was responsible. But says, I'm on top of he's on top of it and he gonna make it right. And so Tommy hands him a bag to take to Shanti down to the club. And Jannard was like, bitch, I told you more than once, I am not your do boy. And I'm not taking orders from you. And so Tommy reminds Jannard that, look, you were the one that wanted back in CBI. And this is what this entails. So you're going to do what I say. Mm-hmm. And then he lets him know that he knows he's trying to get at Diamond. And said, but to get to Diamond, you got to go through me. Okay. He said, it's like Jesus. Okay. To get to the Father, you got to go through the Son.
Oh,
all right.
Please. No.
Shut up.
Not doing blasphemy on this channel right now.
Right?
That's blasphemy.
And so Jannard threatens Tommy and tells him, you know what? I'm going to have so much fun unaliving you. Once Jannard leaves to take the bag to Shanti, Tommy texts Shanti to tell her to meet him up at the y'all know the VT triangle, the VT in the 1 hour.
Virginity triangle, yes.
Yeah, the virginity triangle. Now, Vic ain't shit. Let me start with that. Vic ain't shit, okay? Oh, thank you, Bookie. So Diamond really ain't shit, and him being hyped up by Jannard is gonna bite him in the ass. This new tough guy routine is not for him. I agree with you 110%. Saying could be a pact by the Ortega cartel. Stacey is too distracted to realize what's going on. Yeah, she is. Cause she sees
she having nightmares.
The dreams
of
the Negro in her future being the mayor. Next, she sees president. It is the hope in the dream of her ancestors. Of course, she's distracted. So, Sport Gaming said if Tommy had a son and named him James, like Matthew said, then there are going to be 3 James in power. James St. Pat. Oh,
James Egan.
And James Egan.
Okay, Sport
and
Gaming.
I forgot Ghost's real name was James. That would be smart. I could, you know what, Sport Gaming, I could absolutely see it. Right, we're gonna pour one out. We're gonna pour one out for JP. So y'all make sure y'all come prepared next week. Nails will have her, non-alcoholic beverages ready, and we're gonna pour a little out. So DeBarca says Stacey Marks had her phone recorded during Tommy eliminating. Oh, you think so? And Bobby DeFranco will find the phone as evidence. Oh, look at y'all.
I hope she did. I hope she's that smart.
Well, Gemini Don said Jannard gonna see what had happened his way out to Shanti while he was deep in the cat. Okay, deep in that cat.
Yeah, with that Lamborghini, jeez.
D-Mac should mention the package that he took from Madame Wu. What package did he take from Madame Wu?
He stole it from the gambling. Remember, he went up in there with Marshall.
Oh, that was her spot. Oh,
yeah, that's why she was like putting the guard's body in the acid. Remember? Yeah.
Okay, y'all. Yeah, y'all got some theories, and I like it. So let's talk about how Vic ain't shit, right? So Connor is hanging out with Vic, and that's one of his fellow friends. They what's so messed up is they childhood friends, and I guess what it is for me is I really don't like disloyalty like this on this type of level. And so he's sharing memories. I thought he was talking about Walter when he was talking about the St. Patrick and he was such a good man and da-da-da. But I thought he was talking about Walter being such a good man and his legacy. So Vic tells him that he appreciates everything that he did for him, his kids. And Vic said, take a seat. Go ahead, appreciate the view. Look out the window. And as soon as that man turned his back, he shot him in it. And I said, you know what? Vic ain't shit. At least, look, they smile in your face. Oh, trying to take your place. Backstabbers. Okay. Jeez. I said that's some really. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like if you're gonna do that to what's supposed to be your good homeboy, at least have enough respect to do it to his face and be like, yeah, man, I gotta take you out.
And it's not even like he forgot what the dude did for him. He was literally thanking him like, yeah, you had me. Man, Tony, we friends, we family. Like,
we brothers. He's like, yo, we brothers.
That's what he said.
I was like, Vic, you ain't shit. Damn. He a coward. That's why he had to have him turn around.
Right. But see, even that for me was the bitch ashness was just terrible. Jaguar said Ortega gonna get mad at Sang not doing his job, especially since his cousin got pinched for the unaliving. He'll send a hitter. Sang will get hurt, but not be up out of here, and then he's gonna flip, and Ortega gets sent to Supermax. Oh, okay.
Interesting.
I still think he'll be able to. Thank you, Brandon. I think Diamond's gonna unalive Jannard's ex-girlfriend on episode 8. I believe it. Thank you, the superior nerd. Dexter Cumberbatch. If Miguel is unalived, I can see Maria naming her something after him. Okay, so y'all really believe that heavy. The worst part of Vic unaliving his friend, Tommy didn't even care who it was. Right. That's why it was just wild to me. Like all the people, he could have picked a random off the street.
Right. He's like, I don't care. Just give it to Peter. I was like, damn.
Ooh, it's in there. I love this theory. Hey, I'm cooking like it's stir fry in the kitchen. Hey, like it's Hey, Madam Wu said it's gonna add Jannard to the house fried rice, and I'm loving it. Okay. Reminded me of the Miss movie ending. What, the Miss? I don't think I've ever seen that, Matthew. The Northside Irishman crew could come after Vic for the unaliving of Connor. Okay, I can see that. Tommy and Diamond were about to cry after that fight ended. You know how you be when you fight with your good person, and you know what I mean?
He had tears in his eyes.
Yeah, they all teary-eyed, like, man, I really ain't trying to hurt you because you know I could really put you, you know what I mean, put you in the ground.
He was crying because he got kicked out of CBI. He was like,
right.
Me out
Or
of
you know
CBI.
how you be seeing when people be arguing and they be so upset that they burst into tears because they want to hit you, but they don't. You know what I mean? Madam Wu is absolutely crazy, right? I'm gonna be honest. I feel like they did us a little bit of disservice introducing Madam Wu so late into the season. Like I felt like, and don't get me wrong, with all this Ortega and stuff going on and him being behind bars, I really felt like we could have brought her in earlier and find out, especially since it's the final season. We know, you know what I'm saying?
You think they just threw her in?
I do feel like, I mean, we didn't meet her till episode 6.
Yeah, they just threw her in.
So it just feels like, yeah, she's thrown in. And
we need to connect for the fentanyl. Okay, let's make up a lady called
Madam
Wu.
Now, what I would like to see is if somehow Chan is connected to her as well. But Auntie Knows Kitchen said Tommy is going to put Bobby back up against the wall because Bobby wouldn't want Stacey's rep tainted. He would want her legacy in good standing, and Tommy wouldn't threaten to blow it up.
What's up, Auntie? Hey, Auntie, good to see you.
Yes,
Auntie.
Thank you for coming through, Auntie.
Hey.
Vic will blame Tommy for the unaliving of Connor and the Northside Irishman, and they're gonna go after Tommy. Okay, so you think Vic gonna just try to get everybody to go after Tommy because he's just too itch made to do anything himself? Vic has taken the spot of the biggest snake besides Dre. Yep, I gotta say that he's up there.
Ain't nobody bigger than Dre.
Nah, ain't a bigger, but you know he's getting up there. What do y'all think is gonna happen to Miguel?
He gonna be alive.
You think he's gonna make it through the? Well, I already told y'all my prediction. I think Tommy's gonna put him in charge, and him and Maria are gonna leave.
They're gonna leave
and go raise their baby somewhere safe.
Miguel gonna run the whole operation thing. That's what's gonna happen. He's gonna give it up. Tommy.
Okay. Old Star said possibly that Vic may be the next one to go after Bobby probes him to get Tommy, considering he was their CI. Oh. Sport Gamer said Madam Wu is probably in Power Legacy.
Hope so.
Okay, that's a good. I like that. I would be happy to see Miguel in Power Legacy. Okay, the writing, in my opinion, is setting up future events. They didn't know the show would get canceled. Okay, Matthew. It would be interesting if Madam Wu is related to Chan. Right, that's what I'm saying. If they can tie Chan in, then that would make more sense for me. Because of the fentanyl and everything going on. If this show had a 4th season, Wu would have been right. I feel like we needed a whole season of her. Like, she gives me real crazy, demented.
I want to see more of her. Definitely want to see more of her. Yeah.
So then Stacey goes by to see Tommy. Or no, Stacey goes by Tommy's to see Maria. And she tells her, look, I'm here about the unaliving of Claudia. Maria said, I don't know that lady.
I don't know that bitch.
Right. And she warns her, she said, and if Tommy knew you was here, girl, you better get on up out of here because I can't be responsible for what that man gonna do to you if he find out you here in my face. So Stacey vowed, look, girl, I promise I'm gonna protect you. And I said, bitch, you ain't protected nobody. Look at poor Vic, look at poor Claudia. Every time you say you saying you protecting someone is like a unalive sentence.
Exactly.
Okay. And so she was like, I'm trying to help you get out this lifestyle with, your brother and Tommy and, give you a peaceful life with your baby. And Maria plays coy, is like, I don't know what you're talking about, bitch. And so Stacey tells her, look, just be honest. If you ain't gonna be honest with me, be honest with yourself. Okay. Be true with yourself. And said, and do you really want to raise this baby with a serial unaliver? Okay. And Maria tells her, get out of my house and stay away from me. And that's when I said, I absolutely believe Maria hit Tommy's phone and said, this bitch been by the house.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay. Now we see Jannard. This Lord Jesus. Okay. We see Jannard show up at the club looking for Shanti, but, he said they was like, we ain't seen her. You know what I'm saying? And so Jannard realizes, oh, damn, I've been played. So he was like, well, let me get a drink while I'm here. I mean, I'm over here. And he's still trying to contact Shanti. And then some beautiful young lady rolls up. What's her name? Jade. Jade rolls up.
Yeah, Jade.
And she said, you want to play with me? Okay.
Yes.
Because I got time to play.
Yes.
Right. And so
I
So
liked her lines. I thought she did so good.
I think she did well too.
She
So
did.
Jannard declines a little bit, and he was like, I got a girl. And Jay sits down, and she pulls out some party favors, okay?
Yes.
And she said, I like white lines, okay? Right. So she said, this is pure gold, okay? And it tastes just as good as I do. I said,
Bam. Take me now. Take me now.
Take me now. So Jannard was like, I mean, that sounds real tempting and stuff, but I'm good. And she was like, well, I'll be in the VIP, with the hookahs and the signs. You can find me back there. It ain't hard. Okay.
And tiddle it. Okay. That's what she said.
Should you change your mind?
She said she was gonna be tiddling it instead of, she was
all right
playing with it.
What? The story of how Jannard accidentally fell into a beautiful Jade's cat.
Yes, he did.
Oh my God, Jannard doing the Dougie dance. This is why I say Unaliving Stacey ruins my perfect ending. It's probably because it's the final season, because the writing is all over the place. I can agree. And like I said, we did talk about that last week, Jaguar, that I hate that just the Power universe does this in general. And they literally, I don't want to say drag things out, but they give us little nuggets. And then it's like episode 7 on, boom, 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 boom. And they stack so much content and material in 3 episodes that you're like, why couldn't you have stretched that out?
Well, they did that in Ghost too. The second half of Ghost, they did the same thing.
Yeah, no, that's why I said it's all over the Power universe. They do it all over. They did it with Raising Kanan. They do it all the time. So anyway, so basically Vic lets Tommy know that, look, I got the job done. He shows that he got Connor's body in the trunk. And so Tommy said, well, if you got one more, you gonna be in the trunk. And so he instructs Vic to go deliver Connor's body to Peter. And this is when I said to myself, so how is Peter? I just feel like Peter gonna know his voice. I don't know. I just don't think Peter that stupid.
He knew, but he wanted Tommy to handle it. That's all.
All right. So before Tommy leaves, Vic says, well, I heard that you got my old girl's address. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? She ain't got nothing to do with this. She should be off limits. Tommy said, I decide that, but I'll let her live. Okay. Don't this up. All right.
Just keep doing what the F I tell you, boy. I like when you talk to him like that.
The scene that all of y'all have been waiting for. Okay. Yes. Jannard is back up and he got this girl in the bathroom. He is banging this stripper out. I'm sorry, Jade. I apologize. She got a name. And he's really getting in. They just, front, back, side to side. You know what I'm saying?
He pouring wine on the booty.
Okay, he pouring wine champagne on the booty like it's a big pimping video. It was crazy. And so, this when Shanti walks in and catches them, and that's, I guess, when apparently it was like, this bitch set me up. You know what I'm saying? And so Shanti was like, you disrespectful piece of shit. And he was like, bitch, what was I supposed to do? You wasn't answering the phone.
What a lame ass excuse.
Right?
So Shanti was like, bitch, you better get out of here before you mess around, draw back a nub, bitch. Go on here. Okay. And so Jannard was like, well, you was ghosting me. And Shanti tells him, you are so much selfish. And he was like, but it was an accident. I said,
oh, you just fell into the
coochie. So Shanti gets upset, and that Jannard is insulting her intelligence. And I think honestly that would have been it for me too. Yeah. You're not gonna play on my head top like that and in my face like that. Like, I'd rather you just be like, damn, babe, I fucked up and I made a mistake. But you giving me this, I didn't know what happened. It just, I was,
and then completely flipped on
her.
What?
But we talked about that. That's what men do when they realize they wrong and you ain't forgiving them, and then they try to flip it and get mad at you because you mad. Nah,
and then look like he crying with the door closed.
Right.
Some men.
Okay. Right. So So basically, you know what? She was like, please remember that you ain't shit without me. So that's when Jannard, I said, Harpo, who is? Jannard puffs his chest up and tells Shanti, I'm a boss, bitch, and you better never forget that shit.
Oh, now you get some balls.
I said, who is he talking to? And at this moment, I wanted Shanti is a boxer.
Right.
I thought something was going.
I was like, why hasn't she hit him with a 2-piece and a pepper yet?
She did hit him one time, but that was it.
And so he tells her, you know what, but you work for me and we are not equals. And, you know, basically, you going to stop talking down to me. And I said, Shanti, you going to take that? You just going to take that straight to your face? And so he accuses Shanti, you ain't never really loved me like that. You was just using me to get in the CBI. And Shanti said, you know what? There is nothing in this world. She said, bitch, I was out here like Kiki Wyatt, okay? There was nothing in this world I wouldn't do for you.
He ain't deny it, though.
She didn't.
She ain't deny it.
She didn't.
Okay?
You're right. You're right, Nels.
And so, and she said, but you know what? You ain't no king. You're a peasant. And you lost the best thing that you ever had. Bitch, shout out to Beyonce.
He said, I ain't lose shit.
Okay? And so Jar said, I ain't lose shit because you ain't shit. And that's and so he tells her, you know what, you too much anyway. And Shanti said, I'll always be too much, but you will never be enough. And then Janar's, I am enough. And I said,
she's a little special in that moment.
Right.
I am enough.
Boy, if you don't go right on your vision board or something and get lost,
He ain't had nothing else to say. That's what
you and your affirmations and shit. Get out of
it
here,
was
bro.
boxing. It was literally boxing, like verbally boxing. That's what was going on.
Right, it was. Oh, Jannard is an MMA fighter too, but I know, but the way she would be squaring up with him, I really feel like she can put the paws on him and beat his ass. Jannard sounded like Marion Barry. That's exactly who I was thinking. That bitch set me up. Right. That booty was just there, Shanti. Right. And I just happened to fall in it. Boy, look, Jannard was a total fool with it.
He's like, we can work this out. We can talk it out. You're okay.
And no, and like Nell said, what for me, we can never get back past the point once you start getting big and bold, and instead of you apologizing and trying to make shit better, then you start talking shit to me. After that, it wouldn't have been nothing else he could have said.
It's called accountability.
You better tell him, VACAY. Tell him for the people in the back. Okay.
Yes.
So then we see Shanti, she real mad. So she goes into another Beyonce video and she hits the hold up and she done bust the windows out the car, the front, she done dented it. I'm mad she didn't hit the tail lights, but she took out a side mirror. So I give it that.
At first I thought it looked like she wasn't doing no damage. Then when they started doing the close up, like on the hood,
they showed the hood. It was like, ooh. And she was like, she was getting it all out.
Hold up. They don't love you like I love you. Slow down. They don't love you like I love you. All right. I'll show you better. I can tell you how much I love your ass. So Tommy comes into the club and he finds Jade. And so she tells him that, Jannard is off, but she played him like a fiddle like she was supposed to. And so Tommy tells her good work before he pays her off. And I said, I love the way Tommy operates. And then we move over to Stacy. This is what VACAY was talking about earlier. Stacy over here talking to this reporter about her, career and the obstacles that she faced. And I don't know why I didn't pick up on it at this point that Stacy was going to be up out of here. And so that lady asked, well, what drove you to, this career? And we learned that Stacy's brother was unalived by a stray bullet in a drive-by. And so since then, it's been her dream to help those who can't help themselves. And so the lady tells her, well, I'm going to just let you know, after your press conference, girl, you leading in the polls. And, you becoming mayor is a real possibility. And somebody on the writing team said, not today, Satan. Okay. And so then we see D-Mac come over with Genesis Effie Jr. is what my notes say, to have dinner with JP. D-Mac introduces Genesis as his girlfriend, and he also decides to reveal that, and by the way, my daddy's gay. Okay. So Genesis said, okay, well, that's cool. I'm LGBTQIA plus friendly. Like, you know what I'm saying? She said, because, I'm fluid myself. So D-Mac said, bitch, fluid with what? And so he brings up, well, bitch, you going to Spelman. And so she tells JP, I wish D-Mac was actually coming to school with me. And so she's telling him how, he's so smart and he could do so many things. And he scored this on the SAT. And JP was like, yeah, I know he's fucking brilliant. So then she starts asking him how he got into music. And he was like, oh, how you know that much about me? And that's when Genesis reveals that D-Mac talks about him all the time, which was like a really cute moment. Because, of course, JP thinks that his son is embarrassed of him, of course.
Yeah.
Now, Oh, I guess this should have been the real moment. There was so many telltale signs I ignored. Okay, because Bobby comes to see Stacy at her office, and she comes clean, and she admits to him that, damn it, bitch, I have been compromised. Okay. And she was like, and I might lose all the that I work for. So Bobby tells her, well, whatever it is, just make sure that it's reversible. And that's when she starts to break down. And Bobby was like, is it Tommy? And Stacy doesn't respond. And so Bobby tells her, bitch, turn it around. Turn around. You know what I'm saying? And so she was like, look, I made a mistake, but I ain't gonna let it define who I am. And so he was like, and that's who I loved you. That's why I loved you in the first place. You always do the right thing, no matter what the cost. And so she was like, yeah, I'm gonna fix it, Bobby. Right. And so, but she said, but let me promise that you're gonna let me handle it alone. Somebody said it in the chat. This is what Bobby's gonna do to avenge her unaliving. Because she said, let me handle it, and he's gonna feel bad because he wasn't there to assist her.
Yep.
So somebody said it. I can't remember right now off the top of my head, but shout out to you, because I absolutely think that theory is going to be on point. And then she breaks down once she shoos him out her office, and then she grabs her burner phone and texts Tommy and says she want to meet tonight. Damn it. Brandon said he'll be happy when Tommy and Miguel team up. I can agree. Yeah. I love when you can have a common enemy, but having another common enemy can make y'all get along. You get what I'm saying? Look, these new terms too much for me. I'd never heard fluid before. Yeah, you late, Matthew. Jaguar said, no, I can't agree with y'all on this one. Okay, if you my woman and I'm trying to give you this rock, okay. You not talking to me or even answering the phone, and a woman offers me cat 3 times, Team Jannard.
Jaguar terrible, bro.
You being on the wrong side of history. I'm over here clutching my pearls. What?
That's a New York Negro.
So Miguel is out, right? And this was the dumbest scene I've ever seen. So they should really show this clip on World's Dumbest Criminals. So we see Titus.
Did she mute herself?
Yeah, you muted.
I didn't mean to do that. My bad. I just okay. So we see Miguel out and about.
I thought it was me.
Don't do that. Okay. It was an illusion. So someone comes from behind Miguel and starts to, strangle him. And he all, they tussling out in the streets. And so then he hears Titus, Miguel. And he's sitting there with the what is it? Capco cutlery in his hand.
Cutco.
Okay. and he what is it? What is the old stuff? The princess that was the other stuff that people used to sell. But I know what you're talking about, because that Cutco used to come by my house door by door too and try to
Ginsu knife. The Ginsu knife.
So anyway, so this other dude, we don't know who he is. He's having trouble just trying to strangle Miguel. And that's when old boy Titus comes charging at him like he's on 300, only for Miguel to be strong enough to flip old boy in the way. And he take the, shank. And then basically Titus runs off like a scared little hoe.
Sloppy.
And, and Miguel lets him know to tell Ortega, I'm coming for that ass.
Yeah, this is sloppy. Yo, this is the most sloppy.
It was so sloppy.
The dude he stabbed had a suit on, a blue suit. Like, how you gonna hit somebody and wearing man? It was terrible. Terrible scene.
It was terrible. Jaguar said, I figured it out. The 2 hitters got multiple baby mamas and they on child support, so one can afford a road. Jaguar, you are on fire tonight.
Crazy.
I love it. So one can afford a rope to strangle, and the other Titus can only afford the little, which looked like Princess House. That's what I was trying to think of. Thank you.
House.
That was the name, and they would sell you China. That was back in the day when people actually collected China and had China cabinets.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amway, Tupperware.
Or when you would get married and everybody would gift you with all this China.
That's what they called it, Princess
House. That was the name of the brand.
Got you.
Because I have an aunt that she bought so much of it, she tries to put it off on me. And
My
I'd be like,
grandma used to sell Tupperware, yo, back in the
oh,
day.
really?
Yeah.
I remember when that used to be a thing when Tupperware was selling Tupperware.
And Avon.
And well, Avon's always
Everybody did Avon.
Hey,
okay.
man. Yeah.
And look, and if you want to be different, you go marry Kate, bitch. All right. So Matthew said Forrest be getting the worst hitman ever. D-Mac gets the job done and not even asked to. Well,
right.
Well, look, that assassin was shorter than Genesis. Don't do that.
The Genesis is short too.
So we finally move over to get to see Kate, who gets a call from D-Mac checking up on her. He apologizes for all the messed up he said to her. And he was like, I just want to make sure we good. And so he was like, I got a new little girlfriend and I, can't wait till you come back in town so you can meet her when you coming back. And so Kate was like, look, I need to get my head straight, figure some shit out before I can be good for anybody else. And so Kate tells him that, she is going to her meetings and that's where we actually see her at, I guess, before a meeting. And, she feels like she's where she belongs right now. And so D-Mac lets her know, well, the door is always open for your return. Okay. Not even hitmen get their wages garnished. Not it being a shutdown. Don't do that.
Move hitman, yo.
So that's when we see Tommy, who goes to see Shanti, and Shanti warns him that your days of CBI are numbered, sir. So Tommy was like, "What do you mean? I thought things were all good." And Shanti reveals, "Nah, Diamond and Jannard plan to take out D-Mac. Did you know that?"
I was not expecting her to say that.
And so Tommy's whole facial expression changes, and Shanti tells him all the tea. She starts spilling all the tea. Okay, and I would never wish a friend like Shanti on anyone. Okay? And basically she tells him about the plot to send D-Mac in and do basically a deletion mission. And Tommy wants to know, well, why are you telling me this? And she says, because clearly me and Jannard are done, and I'm tired of being on the outside. Okay. And I know you are too, bitch. All right. So then we move on. Tommy walks in and he addresses Diamond, pushes the shit out of him. So D-Mac is there, Jannard is there. They sitting around having a good time. And he like, well, what happened? What's going on? Why you coming in here, motherfucker? You got me fucked up in front of all these people. And so he was like, oh, so you tried to take out D-Mac and you won't gonna tell me about Jannard getting high? And so Diamond was like, that was long ago. And Tommy tells him, Diamond's high Jannard's high right now, sir. So Jannard realizes, oh, so a bitch set me up. He and his Marion Barry again, okay? And Tommy tells him, you know what? You out of CBI for life. And Diamond was like, Jannard ain't going no damn where. That's my brother. So Tommy starts laying in Jannard when Diamond pushes him to the ground. And then the two of them start to tussle. And y'all tell me that Tommy was getting his ass whooped. I ain't see it like that. I ain't see it like that.
What'd you see?
He didn't even walk away. Matter of fact, when he went to go see Stacy afterwards, he was still limping.
Yep. And his hair was messed up.
Like what?
He had a bang. He had a bang on his head, on his forehead.
Not a bang yang. Not a bang.
Tommy got his ass whooped.
Yep.
Look, thank you, Gemini. Tommy was trying to get his balance. He still got his hits.
Nah, he was
trying to get his balance. He was getting his
thank you, Gemini.
He threw him on the table. He threw a punch through the wall. And Tommy saw that and was trying to get away. He's trying to run up the steps. Come on, man.
Oh my goodness.
He said, get back here, get over here.
Thank you so much, DeMarcus, for the $5 super chat. Tommy and D-Mac should realize that Jannard's crew pow D-Mac in season 1 now. Not y'all saying he was running away.
He was. Go back and watch.
I think it was a runaway. Like, I don't really want to hurt you. You know what I'm saying?
No way. It was like
he's the one that said, well, let's see what your big ass got.
Right. So now you running up the steps? Why is he running up the steps? Oh, I don't want to hurt you. Let me run up the steps. No. He's getting his ass beat. Yo. He was hurting too.
But look, you know what?
I'm gonna use my favorite saying. 2 things can be true.
No. Not this time. He got his ass beat.
You know what though? As much as Diamond has been getting on my nerves, if Tony would have won that fight, I'd have been so pissed.
Right.
It wouldn't be believable.
Wouldn't be believable. I agree. I agree now. I agree.
No, not he had a Fred Flintstone knot on his head when he went to see Stacy.
He sure did. That's why he had the bang over his
Y'all
forehead.
are really over here cutting up.
But look, really, that could have been part of the reason he just took her out. He's like, you know what? I just had a messed up day. Here
He
you come
did.
with BS. Just go.
You heard him? He was like, I don't got no time for this.
Exactly.
Y'all are hilarious.
I just got my ass beat.
Over to your ass.
So basically, that as they tussling, eventually they pull him apart, and Diamond tells him that he's out of CBI, and Tommy tells him, well, you can't do that because I'm the coalition. And so I guess now Tommy's the coalition and Diamond is CBI, and they know more.
No.
Okay.
It's a wrap.
It's
Diamond
a wrap.
running that shit.
So then we move over to Miguel, who's having a conversation with Che, asking for a green light to go after Ortega, and Che said absolutely not. And he said, you ain't even got enough bodies to start this war. You got life messed up, sir. And he said, and I'm gonna leave before you piss me off and I have to take you up out of here. So you have a nice day. Anybody have anything to add to that?
Nope.
No, because that's what I got. And then we see Ortega on the phone with Titus, who's still out here. I don't know why he's still alive. Him and his homeboy. The homeboy is up out of here before Titus. That's terrible.
He should get a Mexican flower too.
Right. You set me up for a job, and now I'm the one that got taken out, and this was your job.
Terrible.
Jesus. So look, I just took on your shift. That's all I agreed to. So basically, he said, look, I got you, you know. He said, and by the way, Tommy's messing with Miguel's sister Maria, and she pregnant. And so Ortega said, oh, go after that bitch first. That's the one I want. I want him to feel it. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then we get the last scene of the episode. All right. Where we see Stacy. She meets up with Tommy and tells him, I don't give a damn. Okay. What you got on me. All right.
She looked drunk as hell.
Huh?
I said she looked drunk as hell.
Well, you know, she had to get her liquid courage. So, you know, she said, you know, our business is finished. Tommy said, okay, are you finished or you done? Because I ain't listening to shit you said. All right. And so, basically, what happened?
I said I'm in too much pain to stand up.
Right. And so don't do that. So Stacy warns him. If you all would have said Brayden got his ass, I would have said, okay, Brayden got his ass.
You watched the same thing that we watched. He did get his ass whooped.
I don't believe anyway.
You were there.
So anyway, Tommy said, look, I ain't listening to nothing you say. Stacy said, look, I don't think you know who you fucking with.
Ooh.
She was like, you know what? Matter of fact, you are under arrest. And before she can even finish her sentence, that bitch is laid out.
She went to reach for what, her handcuffs or something?
Yeah.
Gone. And then he did another one just to make sure. 2
to the body, 1 to the head.
Did he do to the head too?
Yep. He did 2 to the body. Then he went over, 1 to the head.
Oh.
That's how they teach. That's how Kanan was taught. Remember, Kanan was taught that by Rock. And Kanan taught them.
And so, you know, Stacy met good old who done been up out of here before her. She done met Claudia over at the crossroads, so she won't be lonely.
See, we forgot about Claudia. Boo, that's good.
Yeah. So, and that was the end of the episode. Like I said, it was solid. It was cool. I know nobody better not touch Maria. I at this point, if she's in episode 8 and 9, y'all better not take her out of here this last 3 episodes. Let that girl live her best life and have her baby.
I think she's gonna survive. It better not be another Diana, yo. Where the baby's gone, the baby dies, and then Diana go crazy, and now Diana is a killer. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, because that's not believable to me with Maria. Not at all. Yeah. The worst thing I think she could do is start unplugging people's machines at the hospital. Like, Yo, your mind, boy. I
mean, you have to know your strengths.
Oh, that's her strength.
I mean, that's where she works at. That's where she has the most pull.
Let me start unplugging motherfreakers.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all, we appreciate you being here with us. If you haven't already, please make sure y'all go ahead, hit that like button.
Make sure you comment.
Make sure you guys subscribe.
And you hit the notification bell.
And make sure you're following us on all the platforms. That's the TikTok, the Twitter, the Facebook, the IG, the Blue Sky, the Lemonade, and the Snapchat. VACAY, before we get up out of here, what you got going on your channel this week? I think you got a Christmas party coming up, right?
I do. The 25th, come through, a couple of hours, hang out with your boy. You know, we're going to be playing a couple games. You know, this is for the people that may not be with family right now. Come through, you know, we're going to hang out. VACAY fam, we got you. Just dropped an exclusive video of young ghosts behind the scenes as they are filming our origins. So go check out that video. Hit the like, hit the hype on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm dropping it just for y'all. You know how I do. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, we got the Christmas party. And then I'm also co-hosting the 2111 Radio Awards on the 30th. So look out for that. I'll probably see y'all before then, right? I think there's a break. Is there a break after this?
Are they giving us a break? Because remember, I thought we were going to be done before the end of the year.
Yeah, I don't know if they're giving us a break or not. We need to find out if
yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. But yeah, SNL, she's sending the white rolls in a full pan to Stacey's repass. Thank you. We appreciate your donation. But no, y'all, I had a lot of fun tonight. We appreciate everybody being here. And yeah, if we don't see you before, y'all have a wonderful, happy, blessed, safe holiday. And we will catch y'all. Well, you know, we're going to catch y'all for the Real Housewives of Potomac. We owe y'all Ready to Love. And, you know, I know y'all going to see me for Beyond the Gates sometime next week. And maybe I'll throw a little Christmas festivities in there somewhere. But, yeah, y'all, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And y'all have a wonderful week. Bye-bye. Oh, okay. Jaguar said the break is between 9 and 10. Thank you for that.
Okay.
All right. Good night, y'all.
Good night.
Good.